What is up guys, Tyler once again, and I'm coming at you guys with another content of Cooking Kingdom. In this video, I want to talk about the substats that you guys should be going for your toppings in order for you to maximize not only the power level of your cookies, but also to make them survive longer as well as make their skills shorter for you to make the best team that you guys can when it comes to Cooking Kingdom. Anyways guys, if you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cooking Kingdom videos I upload on YouTube. Anyways guys, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so a little bit of a different setup. I'm sure you guys can see that my Cooking Kingdom is cut off a little bit on the top. You won't be able to see my gold or the topping pieces, but the reason why I did that is because I have to keep my face on the left corner. But if I do that, then you guys cannot see the substats right over here. So I wanted to make it like this so you guys can see the substats as well as what I'm trying to talk about. So here we go guys. When it comes to your substats for your cookies, there are so many different ones that you can get, and there are so many numbers that you can actually receive from each of the subsets as well, and they all vary, right? So it comes down to, hey, what is going to be the best for the topping as well as the cookie that you are trying to equip this topping with the substats for, right? So in the end, right guys, it comes down to, hey, what do I need the most on the cookie? And I will have to tell you, it will depend on the class as well as their role, right, that they have in the game, as well as what kind of build that you're focusing on. So let's take pure vanilla for example here guys. So my pure vanilla has 46.9% damage resist as well as 2% cooldown. So my main focus for my pure vanilla was the damage resist. Obviously right now I'm lacking a little bit on the cooldown toppings, alright, or cooldown substat toppings, but my main focus here was going to be the damage resist. And the reason why I say damage resist for the healers is because of the fact that if the healers are not able to tank the damages that is coming their way, then there is no way for them to stay alive to heal your team. So that's the reason why damage resist is so important, as well as when it comes to the upper division for your arenas. When you verse Vampire Cookie will not deal any damage to your pure vanilla or any of your healers if they have a decent amount of damage resist. That is the reason why Vampire Cookie is not a SS or S tier anymore in the arena, is because of the fact that there's so many cookies and people out there who are using cookies with a huge damage resist substat. So this is what I'm going to say for you guys, for any healers out there, alright? So healers including your supports as well as your main healers, alright? They're going to be using mainly damage resist substats, focusing on the solid almond topping as well as some cooldowns. So there are different builds that you can go with pure vanilla. Obviously I cannot tell you every single build in this video because this is a video talking about just substats, and if I do go for a build for every single one of them, this video will be an hour or 2 hours long, and I don't want to keep you guys here for that long. I just want to tell you guys, if you guys do want to go and have a tanky support or healer in the backline to stay alive to heal your team, then make sure you guys have decent amount of damage resist. I would say at least 35% will be like minimal, alright, and then you can go with some cooldown as well. Some of the supports do not need cooldowns, just like Parfait for the arena, but there are different builds out there, like I said, for PvE as well as skill boss battle for you guys to utilize if you guys want some more healing for the cookie. So right now what I'm saying is damage resist and cooldown are going to be the two substats that you should be focusing on for your healers. Sometimes they do need debuff resist for certain teams because of the fact that they need to come out of the stun or CC faster than the other cookies in order for them to use their skills first and then buff the other cookies before they use their skills. So there is that portion too, but mainly the damage resist and cooldown for your healers and support guys. Alright, when it comes to your tanks, okay, when it comes to your tanks, they should be mainly using the solid almond toppings, or they can be using a 5 swift chocolate as well. But when it comes to someone like raspberry as well as dark chocolate Madeline, sometimes they do use 5 searing raspberry as well. But the main thing here is they always need to have the damage resist substats guys. Damage resist substat is going to be the main point for when it comes to having your tanks tank a little harder, right? Or, you know, they need to survive a little longer. So I'll have to say definitely go for damages as substats. Cooldown is not too important for most of these cookies because their job is to tank for the team rather than use their skill more often. And on top of that, their skills are pretty low cooldown for all the tanks except for Hollowberry. Hollowberry has a crazy cooldown, but that's what I want to just let you guys know. So Hollowberry, because the cooldown is so long, and obviously the duration of the damage focus is pretty long, so she doesn't really need cooldown. She really needs the damage resist as well as crit resist in order to maximize her tanking. So that's what I want to tell you guys. When it comes to someone like Strawberry Crepe, who is using 5 Swift Chocolate, then obviously you need to go with damage resist substats right here. Mine's 23.7, and then you want to have some cooldown as well in order for Strawberry Crepe to be able to use the skill as many times as possible. So when it comes to any cookies using the Swift Chocolate toppings, then make sure you have damage resist as your main substats as well as cooldown. So when it comes to your DPSs are a little bit of you know, they have a little mixture here, guys. Most of the time, or mainly, they do go with 5 Syrian Raspberry, but sometimes they do have mixed builds in order for them to maximize some of the other you know, substats out there. So my Sea Fairy has 11.8 second cooldown in order for her skill to be at a 4-second cooldown when it starts in the arena, with the maxed out Jelly Watch, of course. If you guys are trying to do this without a maxed out Jelly Watch, then it will not work. You need to do the math again. But for me, I have a maxed out Jelly Watch, and 11.8 second is going to make my Sea Fairy's start time be 4 seconds. That's the reason why I made it 11.8. I do have a decent amount of damage resist, definitely can be better. That is still something that I have to work on. Topping substats as well as having a great topping set, you know, is something that everybody is pretty much struggling with, unless you're like have been playing the game for so long, then maybe not. But all right, and then attack is going to be the next one. So when it comes down to someone like Sea Fairy or anybody in the middle lane trying to deal as much as damage as well as survive the incoming hits, you definitely want to have a decent amount of damage resist, cooldown, as well as attack. Sometimes crit does help as well. When it comes to crit, someone like Vampire, right? Vampire's crit needs to be high. And as well as Twizzly Gummy Cookie is a new cookie that really utilizes the crit substats, alright, crit percentage substats, because she wants to maximize the amount of time she can crit in order to utilize her skill. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Crit is not always the best because of the fact that there is such a low chance of it happening, but it definitely can help out. And I want to let you guys know that there are cookies out there that uses crit substats, but mainly for DPSs is going to be attack, damage resist, as well as cooldown. Sometimes going to be attack speed for cookies like Rye. Okay, where's Rye? Cookie likes Rye, okay, and as well as Pastry, and sometimes even Lilac as well. Lilac is a support, but uses attack speed as the main point, so you gotta realize that, as well as Tiger Lily too. Okay, but mainly, like I said, the 3 substats you're gonna be looking for your DPS cookies are going to be attack, cooldown, as well as damage resist. All right, guys, so that's the ones that you guys want to do. Alright, so when it comes to utility cookies, and what I mean by utility cookies are going to be cookies who are going to be using their skills in order to keep your team's survivability or buffs up at the same time. Alright, so something like Licorice Cookie as well as Mala Sauce, in my opinion, okay? And someone like, we'll say like Minchoco sometimes, but Minchoco is a support, so you got to keep that in mind as well. And you know, someone like Tiger Lily, okay, those are going to be like the utility cookies where their focus is not going to be doing a ton of damage, but providing the team with support using their skills. So when it comes to that, you really want to have a 5 Swift Chocolate build as well. And this is going to be very similar to someone like Strawberry Crepe, okay, or Mala Sauce Cookie. If you do use Mala Sauce Cookie, all right, as a frontline tank, it's going to be full Swift Chocolate as well as focusing on damage resist substats and cooldown. All right, those two are going to be your main 2 substats. And you guys can see a repetition here, guys. You guys can see that almost every one of these cookies are going to be having damage resist, cooldown, or attack, and sometimes crit as well as attack speed. So those are going to be like the 2 kind of maybe substats, all right, and then the 3 main ones are always going to be the attack, damage resist, and cooldown. So really it comes down to those 5, I would say. And then there are cookies that utilizes maybe crit resist, sometimes debuff resist, so something like that. To wrap it up, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys do click on your toppings, alright, and you guys click on this eye or the for information, right, then you can see the maximum and the minimum substat you can get for each of these substats. So when I upgrade my Swift Chocolate topping, then I have a chance of receiving one of these 10 substats, and within those 10 substats I have different percentages. Alright, 1 being the minimum and 3 being the maximum of the attack substat I can receive for Swift Chocolate. And that's why you don't want to be always using a minimum amount, because you're not maximizing what the cookie can do when you have a minimum substat, right? So you want to have something close to 3%. I would say the maximum, and then subtract 0.5 would be like the best scenario you can have, so like 2.5 to 3%. And then for cooldown, it'll be like 1.5 can be utilized, but you know, 1.5 to 2%. And then damage resist is going to be like 5.5 or even 5% to 6%. Those are going to be like your best ones that you can do. But like it really depends, right guys? But what I want to tell you guys is a topping substat and the topping setting for your cookies are going to be the hardest part of the game. And it's going to take you a long time to grind out not only the toppings but the topping pieces as well as gold in order for you to get the best set for your cookies. And I want to let you guys know, if you guys do plan on continuing this game, then do not slack off on your topping grinding as well as your topping piece grinding, because that's going to help you out in the late game as well. So if you guys are sitting with 2000 stamina, 3000 stamina, you know, use them. If you cannot beat a stage, then make sure you guys go grab a stage that you can beat easily, that is from stage 6 and above, and grind out your toppings, grind out the epic toppings, and then break down the rare one and the common one so that you can have some more topping pieces. And this is going to help you guys out in the late game as well. To wrap it up, I want to let you guys know, make sure you guys have the correct substats for your cookies, and the 3 main ones are going to be damage resist, cooldown, and attack. And sometimes we are going to be using something like attack speed for your attack speed comp, as well as crit percentage for someone like Vampire, and you're going to be using sometimes debuff resist for your supports and crit resist for your tanks. Anyways guys, that's going to be the video. Thanks for watching once again, and if you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cookie Kingdom videos I upload on YouTube. Anyways guys, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time.